Are you one of those spiritual people that never gets angry? You're missing out on a lot of fun. I love you. I'm going to explain to you how anger can be used constructively. And first, we'll start with a little story of my own. I was really frightened to perform my own music. At age 22, I was willing to go to an open mic in Greenwich Village, New York, called Folk City, where Simon and Garfunkel and James Taylor used to perform. Or they just started with open mics. That's what a lot of musicians do. And so I decided I would do one song, and the remaining 5 minutes or so of my time that I had on stage, I would do some stand-up comedy, which I felt much safer and more comfortable with. The song was really out of my comfort zone. I did it, and I felt good about it. When I was done, somebody in the audience who knew me from way back said, "Great comedy, Scott, but you should stick to the comedy." Well, that comment so deeply hurt. It invalidated the thing that I felt the most vulnerable about. And so I walked home that night feeling really sorry for myself and ashamed, and like, I'm not going to take out that gift and share it in public again because he's right about me. And then I really had this transformation, and it started with anger. I started to feel angry at him. How dare you? How dare you say something like that about the part of me that is the most vulnerable and fragile? And I also felt like he's kind of got a good point. In other words, I hadn't taken any singing lessons. I did know enough about singing to know that I wasn't always on tune. Like, I can hear myself when I was off tune. So I admitted that. And then I said to myself, I'm going to take singing lessons. I'm going to get good at this. And one day I'm going to make a tape of my songs. And I'm going to find that guy and I'm going to shove that tape up his ass. And I'm going to say, never put a wet blanket on anyone's dreams again. So all of this anger turned into action. I started taking singing lessons. I made my first tape. I lost the revenge fantasy of finding this guy. I lost that, but I did have a lot of fear about putting myself out as a singer, and the anger helped me get through those fears. It helped me take action despite my fears. So anger can be fuel, and it can be so motivating. It's like anger tells you what you stand for. Anger tells you what you won't stand for. Anger helps you set boundaries. Anger gives you conviction, and it allows you to be committed. It's the beginning. It lights a fire under your butt and sets you free from mediocrity and hesitation and procrastination and paralysis. So I love anger. I love the medicine that it brings. I call it Archangel Anger. It helps you move through fear. However, if you were raised in a dysfunctional family, you've seen people use their anger to attack, to wound, to punish. And that's not what I'm talking about. But if you reject anger and try to go straight to forgiveness the moment someone triggers you, you are missing so much life. You're missing the life force, the oxygen, the passion, the prana that anger brings. So, next time you feel a little angry, get into it. Permission to be angry. See where it takes you. Go from I don't want to what I want is. Use the same passion that anger brings to focus on what you really do want to create. And let that anger propel you into action steps. I think you get the point. Have a great day.